Coming up on Hashtag That, we break down our favorite celebrity feuds.
And we update you on the biggest events that took place over the weekend. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news. Welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Rachel Wilson.
And I'm Kelly Ledwith. Let's get started.
Tickets for the annual Wake the Giant concert went on sale Sunday night. Many students tried to get tickets to see Tiesto perform live, and floor tickets sold out in minutes. The process was different this year, as students were limited to one ticket each, and they are not allowed to resell tickets. We asked students how they felt the process went this year. Let's see what they had to say.
I kind of did not have a great time at the Fetty Wap concert last year, and I wasn't a huge fan of sitting in the seat, so no ticket for me this year.
At first the page wasn't loading, but then it loaded in a few minutes, so.
No, I did not. I didn't try to because I honestly wasn't a huge fan of Tiesto. I wasn't really sure who he was when they announced it, so I didn't bother to rushing to get the ticket.
Okay, so yeah, I thought the ticket process was really easy. It wasn't hard. The server was kind of slow, but I got my ticket right away.
I actually didn't have my credit card information updated, so I still got one and it took me 10 minutes to do, so it wasn't hard to do.
I did not get a Wake the Giant ticket, mostly because of the price. I think it was too expensive, and I'm not really a big Tiesto fan.
Q-Thon held a photo shoot for students to show off why they danced last Wednesday. Students wrote on their arms and were photographed in black and white with reasons including dancing for those who can't and for kids to have the chance for friendships and laughter.
Quinnipiac's theater program put on their spring production of The Wild Party this weekend. The musical follows lovers Queenie and Burrs as they throw the most exciting and wild party during the Prohibition period. Throughout the party, relationships shift and tensions flare. The Wild Party marked the last production the program will perform on the Buckman Theater stage before they move their new location on Sherman Avenue in the fall.
On Monday, Q-Thon held a glow-in-the-dark Zumba event from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. An instructor led participants through multiple dances. Members of Q-Thon sold glow sticks and glow-in-the-dark face painting. All proceeds went to benefit Q-Thon.
This past Wednesday, Best Buddies held their Spread the Word to End the Word event in the Piazza. The event is meant to put the focus on eliminating the use of the word retarded from our vocabulary. At the event, Jonathan Myers and his band performed, and many students took the pledge to rid the word from their vocabulary. The event continues to encourage those with disabilities to remember that the term retarded does not define them. The long-awaited live-action Beauty and the Beast film is going to be released into theaters soon, but there has been some controversy around the characters. Alex Taglieri has all the information and more with this week's cultural controversy.
Thanks, guys. The live-action version of Beauty and the Beast is set to open in over 3,000 theaters on March 17th. However, some theaters throughout the country have decided to pull the movie after Disney revealed that the film features Disney's first ever gay character. For example, a drive-in theater in Alabama has canceled screenings of the movie for religious reasons. The controversy surrounds the character LeFou, who is shown dancing with another man in one of the final scenes. In addition, some reports say that he seems to have a crush on Gaston in other scenes. The film's cast and crew have responded to the backlash from this decision. Josh Gad, who plays LeFou, said that his character reinforces the film's themes of inclusiveness and not judging a book by its cover. And the movie's director, Bill Condon, explained that the decision to add an openly gay character was made to honor one of the creators of the original film, who saw the Beast as a metaphor for AIDS. People seem to be split between feeling glad that Disney is becoming more inclusive and wanting the movie to stick to its roots. But personally, I'm all for this change, and I'm glad that Disney movies are slowly but surely becoming more diverse. That's all I've got for this edition of Cultural Controversy. Back to you guys at the desk.
This week, Dora Labat has our trending topics.
Dora, what's been trending?
Hi, my name is Dora Labat, and I'm here to help you tune in to what's trending on Twitter. Hashtag Trucker Rides With Us is popular in the New York City area. Trucker was a 3-year-old honorary firefighter for a day in June 2016. The 3-year-old died from cancer on March 3rd in his mother's arms. Many tweeted their condolences with the hashtag in honor of Trucker's life. In lighter news, hashtag Overheard in the 80s is popular in the nation. Many are tweeting throwback quotes from 80s songs, movies, shows, or lines that were popular in the 80s. Jamie McKenna tweeted, "Hand me a pencil so I can rewind my mixtape." Hashtag Overheard in the 80s. Some use the hashtag to bring up 80s politics. @Keck_magician tweeted, "Make America Great Again" with former President Reagan's campaign poster. Make America Great Again. For some reason, that sounds really familiar. In lieu of recent release of the horror movie, #Get Out is trending on Twitter with reactions to the film by Jordan Peele. With a 99% score on Rotten Tomatoes, which is rare, Get Out is getting a lot of feedback because of its hidden messages that address racism and racist trends in the US. Most tweets try to unfold the hidden messages, so if you didn't see the movie, you probably won't understand. At No Not Washington tweeted, "You can't use a flash at zoos because it will startle an animal and remind them of their existence in captivity. #Get Out." Well, without completely spoiling the movie for those of you that haven't seen it yet, at No Not Washington is referring to the one thing that saved the protagonist in this movie. I'm not saying anything else, but go watch it. That's all I have for trending topics. Take it away, Rachel.
When we come back, Sarah DiGiamo is here with this week's entertainment news update.
And a Q30 member tells us all about her semester working in Disney World thus far. We'll be right back.
All this and more
coming up on the Q30 Newscast.
Bobcat Breakdown.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
And welcome into Studio 125.
So what? So what?
If you score 40 points in a basketball game, we all know you play Quinnipiac Intramurals. We all know you love to shoot the rock.
Well, if you think that's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, what I'm about to say, I guess, is going to be pretty ridiculous in your book. But I'm going to say yes, there is a controversy.
I'm getting ready to punch the ball as it lands right in front of another Monument player.
Coming up on #that. We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Celebrity feuds have been around for as long as we can remember, and here are some of our favorites. First off, Taylor and Kim versus Kanye, that whole thing that happened this summer.
That was the best week of my entire summer.
I feel like the whole internet basically shut down when that happened. That was just like incredible. I remember I was on vacation and it just made the whole thing.
I was at my internship the next day, so it happened at night, and then I was at my internship the next day, and I didn't really have that much to do, so all I did was troll Twitter.
The entire thing.
It was just great. It was
like,
so
where
great.
were you when Kim
I think people will remember that in the future.
It was wild. It was like the most intense. I think that was by far one of the most intense feuds.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree, and I'm glad it happened. I felt blessed.
I did feel blessed. I felt like the entertainment world needed that. Like it was such a buildup over the years, and then all of a sudden,
just exploded. You can't hold it in for that long.
We haven't had proof on that, on a kind of feud like that in decades.
I know, I loved it so much.
It was incredible. Some other ones have been Meek Mill versus Drake, because that has just been like, that's been a little shady.
Yeah, that one I don't really know too much about, to be honest, because I'm not a huge rap fan. But anyone accusing somebody of not writing their own music or...
I know, yeah, just like the tweets and then like you go and listen to the album, and it's just like, I think people try to get more out of it than is actually there a little bit.
Yeah, which is,
they go looking for something in the lyrics.
They search for problems where there aren't any, and then it all explodes. And
yeah.
I feel like that's something that's been happening a lot recently.
I know. I feel like that happens a lot with celebrity feuds. Like you go in looking for something more than there is. Like we don't really know.
Yeah, and people already have their preconceived like opinions on each of the celebrities.
Exactly.
So it doesn't really matter who's right or wrong. Just matters which one you want to support.
Exactly. And speaking of Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry is another big one.
Yes.
You know what, Taylor Swift seems to have a lot of feuds.
I love it because I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan. Nothing personal. I don't know her personally. but I definitely love to see when people kind of don't buy into her like American Sweetheart.
Yeah, a lot of people have, Calvin Harris spoke out about her. A lot of people have been, because she plays the victim, I think that's her problem, is she keeps playing the victim and causing these feuds that no one asked for.
Absolutely, and I keep trying to remind myself that she's a person first, but...
No, she seems like a nice girl.
I
know her personally.
I like the drama, though. I do.
I live for the drama. Every day with like a celebrity feuds, like a day well lived.
Yeah, I'm like, well, it's not me, and these people are rich and famous, so...
I know, I kind of
totally
signed up
fine.
for it, but oh well. Well, it's been a busy week in the entertainment world, from a feud that has reunited a decade later, new music and movies coming out.
Plus, Sarah DiGiamo has that and more in this week's entertainment news update.
Thanks, guys. I'm Sarah DiGiamo, and these are the EN News for this week. First, female rappers Nicki Minaj and Remy have recently reignited a decade-long feud after Ma released a diss track aimed at Minaj. The feud started in 2007 when Remy claimed that Minaj dissed her on one of her tracks. In August 2014, Remy was released from a 6-year sentence in Bedford Hills Correctional Facility. Since her release, she has taken shots at Minaj by dissing and imitating her songs. Minaj fired back in 2017 with 2 songs where she asserted her rap dominance and pointed out how poorly Ma's recent album with Fat Joe sold. Remy responded with yet another diss track and has plans to release a second track this month. Ed Sheeran just released his new album called Divide 4 days ago, but it is already making history. Divide now holds the record for the album with the most plays in a single day on Spotify, the world's most popular streaming platform. The 16 tracks featured on the title racked up 56.7 million plays on Friday, March 3rd alone. This beats The Weeknd's Starboy, which was previously the most played album. Sheeran's album also helps him become the artist with the greatest number of plays of all of his music in a 24-hour period. His entire musical output was played a total of 68 million times on Friday. However you divide it, Sheeran is extremely talented. Disney's live-action adaptation of Beauty and the Beast finally hits theaters on March 17th with stars such as Emma Watson, Dan Stevens, Luke Evans, Josh Gad, and Kevin Kline. The film is sure to be a success. The movie will also break history with Disney's first gay character, LeFou, Gaston's sidekick. He is involved in a subplot that touches his feelings for Gaston. Ariana Grande and John Legend will be featured singing an updated version of the theme song. The full movie soundtrack also features a song by Celine Dion and contributions from Josh Groban. The film is one of over a dozen classics being remade by Disney. Live-action versions of Mulan, Aladdin, and The Lion King are some of the ones expected to be premiered in the next few years. That's all I have for this week. Back to you guys at the desk.
While most Quinnipiac students have been braving the cold this winter, Q30's own Kristen Karen has spent the past few months in sunny Florida.
She tells us all about it and her time working in the Disney College program so far. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, so I first heard about the Disney College program a couple years ago because a family friend of mine did it, and it's really fun. It's a program that is open to all college students up until the semester after they graduate, and it's an opportunity. You get to work in Disney World and you live at one of the 4 housing complexes that Disney provides, and you work, you get paid hourly, and then they take money out of your paycheck every week for your housing. It's only about $100 depending on your housing, so it's a really good deal. I applied for the program in August and I got in end of September, and then I started in January and I'm here until May. And my job is photo pass, so I work in Hollywood studios and I take pictures of guests in front of icons or with characters, and characters are really fun. They're my favorite. And it's really fun. I work about 5 days a week and I get 2 days off. So it's really nice because all program participants get complimentary admission to parks. So I get to go to the parks for free, which is really fun. I do that on my days off a lot. You also get free parking at the parks and a lot of different discounts, which is really nice. If you don't want to go to the park one day, that's fine because they still have a pool at every complex, and there's a beach not too far away, and outlets right down the street, so it's really fun. You get to do a lot of different things. Typically I work about like 37 to 40 hours a week, so it's a lot of working, but it's definitely doable. And I'm taking 1 class online, and that's definitely doable to do as well. You can take classes down here. They have, they're like free, and you could take them in corporate like marketing, different classes like that, which is really cool to learn more about the Disney company and get college credit while you're doing it. So it's a really fun program. I highly recommend it to anyone who's interested in doing it. Back to you guys at the desk.
Everyone loves a good movie night, and our favorite kind of movie night is one that includes comedies. Here are some of our top 5 favorite movies: 21 Jump Street, Pink Panther, Easy A, Bridesmaids, and Get Smart.
So what are your thoughts on those 5 movies?
I think 21 Jump Street is the funniest movie to ever be made.
Ever exist ever?
Ever in the entire
Of all
world.
movies?
Ever.
I picked Pink Panther, like the old and the original, like the original and the Steve Martin ones.
I don't know how I feel about that, but it's okay.
I love
Because you let me
the
pick
Pink
21
Panthers,
Jump
because
Street.
they're so like ridiculous and just so like.
I do.
He
is funny.
He just doesn't know.
Yeah, you're right. He is great.
Easy A, we both agreed on Easy A.
I love Easy A.
Easy A is so funny.
I love Emma Stone. That's the first movie I ever saw her in.
It's a good one.
So good.
It's a movie you can see a million times. You never get sick
Yeah,
of
and
it.
you always laugh.
They always repeat it on like MTV.
Yeah.
They always
You
like
just watch
repeating
it all
it.
the
I love
time.
it.
Bridesmaids? Yeah, Bridesmaids. I was looking at that next.
Obviously, Bridesmaids is a top for like probably every girl.
I know.
Like,
And every time I watch it, I'm always like, oh, this is my favorite scene, or this is my favorite scene. I can't choose one, but it definitely is between the plane. You know
Yes.
the plane scene. And then the one where she's trying to get the guy's attention, the police officer, so she's like driving the car past him. Oh my god.
it's just so iconic. Like even like the little line of like, "Help me, I'm poor." Like that is something that
so
crosses
great. It's
my
what you can
mind
quote
probably
all the
3 times a day when I cannot afford something in life.
It's so great. And then we have Get Smart, which I haven't seen Get Smart in a really long time, but I remember, I think the only time I ever saw it was in the theater.
Steve Carell,
Yeah.
a good one.
And isn't it Anne Hathaway?
Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent of Pink Panther. It's like the whole like the spy thing, but like the stupid spy. Like that is like.
I also love comedies like that where you put like, I would never expect Steve Carell and Anne Hathaway to like be together and like work, but
I know, and they
it
end up
does.
together because like of course they always end up with the girl, but they're so funny. They're just so ridiculous. I love it.
Yeah, it's so great. I love it so much. So anyway, a few episodes back, Josh Silverman and Drew Feinberg were here attempting the Try Not to Laugh challenge.
This week they're back to tell each other jokes in another Try Not to Laugh challenge. Let's see how it went.
Hello, I'm here with Drew Feinberg. We will be telling each other jokes that really aren't that funny, but we're looking right at each other, so we're probably gonna make each other laugh. The person that laughs the most loses. I got dressed up. Drew, I guess, just rolled out of bed. Drew.
Yep.
Good luck. You can start with your first joke.
All right. What is red and smells like blue paint? Red paint.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the
start off
difference
somewhere.
between a guitar and a fish?
What?
You can't tune a fish.
That's terrible. That's awful. Where does the general keep his RVs? In his sleeveys.
What do you call a computer floating in the ocean?
What?
Adele rolling in the deep.
Wait, you laughed too. Does that? We both got
Yeah.
one. We both got one.
Yeah.
What do you call bears with no ears? Bee.
What do you get? What?
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent.
What do you call?
You know how to spell pterodactyl? There's a P at the beginning. That's why it's funny. Laugh.
What do you call security guards working outside Samsung shops?
What?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
You're laughing more than I am at your own joke.
Not mine.
How did the hipster burn his mouth? I don't get this. This isn't mine. He ate the pizza before it was cool. What? What? That doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. Don't laugh at that. How many more you got?
All right, last one. What did the leopard say after eating his owner?
What?
Man, that hit the spot.
No. No.
You laughed. I didn't.
No, I didn't laugh. That was... I'm sick. That was a cough. That was a cough. All right. I think I won. I think I definitely won.
All right, so you got to throw it back then.
All right. Back to you guys in the studio.
When we come back, Kelly and I debate some of the most popular talk shows on TV.
Do you prefer Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon? Find out after the break.
All this and more.
Coming up on the Q30 Newscast.
Bobcat Breakdown.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
And welcome into Studio 125.
So what? So what?
If you score 40 points in a basketball game, we all know you play Quinnipiac intramurals. We all know you love to shoot the rock.
Well, if you think that's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, what I'm about to say, I guess, is going to be pretty ridiculous in your book. But I'm going to say yes, there is a controversy.
I'm line, getting ready to punch the ball as it lands right in front of another monmouth player.
Hello, Quinnipiac hockey fans, and welcome to the Neutral Zone.
Definitely St. Lawrence, and I think you're going to see the test coming up real soon.
They might be having a bit of an adjustment issue without that CBS line, but don't count them out.
At High Point Solutions Arena in Game 2 of Quinnipiac vs. Northeastern Series.
Welcome back. We're going to debate some of the most popular TV talk shows. The Today Show and the Good Morning America are two popular morning shows. Both have a mix of news, entertainment, and discussing topics trending around the world. They have a different cast. The Today Show has hosts like Matt Lauer and Savannah Guthrie, Al Roker. GMA has Robin Roberts, Laura Spencer, and George Stephanopoulos. But which morning show is more liked among viewers?
Oh,
so
it's a rough one.
I'm Team Today Show on this one.
Team Today Show?
Team Today Show.
The only reason I would choose Good Morning America is because that's kind of what I grew up with. Like that's what my parents always have on. But I do love both when I'm watching a morning show, which is not frequently, to be honest.
I know, I do love a good morning show, obviously. But I definitely Team Today. That's just what you grew up with GMA, I grew up with Today.
Gotcha. Yeah, but they're both good. I mean, everybody that you mentioned, I love them.
Yeah, I know. I feel like there's always this tough morning news competition. I feel like they were writing a movie about it at some point. I don't know if it ever came out. I don't think it ever turned into anything.
God.
But there were talks about how intense the morning talk show
I believe it.
rating competition is between those two shows.
I absolutely believe that because it's in the morning. Y'all are running around trying to make sure everything is set.
Yes.
And then you haven't had your coffee yet.
I know. So they're all your weather, your everything.
Yeah.
And it's nice because it's a mix. It's not hard news the whole time, but it's also not just straight up entertainment. I like it because it's a nice mix of everything. It's a nice variety.
Yeah, I would prefer to watch morning news over evening news when it's all death and destruction.
Gets a little intense when you're home from work and it's oh, I've had a rough day, but let's make it a little rougher.
All right. Well, Maury Povich has outed cheaters and revealed paternity test results for years, while Jerry Springer has pitted some interesting people against each other since the show's premiere. Though the two shows are thought of in similar fashion, there are many differences that set them apart. Which show do you prefer?
I'm going to go Jerry Springer on this one.
What?
Yeah.
No, Maury.
I'm Team Jerry
No,
Springer.
Jerry Springer, first of all, it feels more scripted to me.
Okay.
Right? And it's also just so out there. I feel like Maury Povich is the classier of the two.
They are. It's a little classier, but I like the trashier show. I do because it's
They're both entertaining.
Because I love reality TV, so this is the closest you can get to reality TV for me. When it's you're coming out, you're who's the father? It's oh, it's wild. I love it. It's just it's so insane that people that go I feel bad during these situations.
They're real.
But they're real people.
I interned there and I would answer calls. Yeah, they're
crazy.
They're real.
And it's just I don't know. I just feel I feel like Jerry Springer has become an adjective. That should be that belongs in Jerry Springer. I feel like that is just something you describe something
I totally agree. Versus
I'm never oh, that's that should be on Maury.
No, but the paternity test for Maury, you are not the father.
Yeah.
Iconic.
True.
Iconic.
Both crazy. Late night shows are some of the toughest competition on television after hours, especially if your name is Jimmy. Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel are two of the most popular late night shows on network TV. Jimmy Fallon airs on NBC and is known for his outrageous segments and games, while Kimmel airs on ABC and is known for his segments including The Bachelor, which is one which one is more popular, or do you prefer?
I've always preferred Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
agree with you on
Sorry,
this one.
Kimmel.
I'm sorry, Kimmel. I don't think I've ever sat through an entire episode of Kimmel.
I don't know if I have either. I mean, to be completely fair, I look up, like, I'll watch all the segments on both, like on YouTube. But so there's something about Jimmy Fallon that just seems really nice.
He seems like your best friend,
Yeah.
and he just is so enthusiastic.
He
Like, I want
is.
someone to say my name as excited as he says everyone's name.
And I just feel like he's so genuine, and it seems like everybody is always having such a good time on his show. Not that it doesn't seem like that with Kimmel, but
I know,
I
and
get
he's
more
very
of a
good.
sense of it.
He's very good at getting like the viral content out there.
Yeah.
I think that is something that's
Yes.
a strength of his. Is every morning you always see this is what was on Jimmy Fallon the
Yeah.
night before. The last time I heard of Jimmy Kimmel News was like when he announced the next Bachelor. It's the only time I've ever seen Jimmy
I
Kimmel
agree.
News.
They
Every
always are getting
morning.
it out so fast with Fallon and The Tonight Show.
He's the best. He's the king of late night.
He
I'll
is.
say it.
He is
So
King
good.
Fallon. All right, well, when we come back, we ask Q30 members where they would love to spend their spring breaks in this week's selfie video.
Stay with us.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
And welcome into Studio 125.
Score 40 points. If you score 40 points in a basketball game, we all know you play Quinnipiac intramurals. We all know you love to shoot the rock.
Well, if you think that's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, what I'm about to say, I guess, is going to be pretty ridiculous in your book. But I'm going to say yes, there is a controversy.
I'm line, getting ready to punch the ball as it lands right in front of another Monumental player.
All this and more.
Coming up on the Q30 Newscast.
With spring break coming up, social media is about to be flooded with posts from various exotic destinations.
So we asked Q30 members what their ideal spring destination would be. Let's take a look.
Hey, Paul here. My ideal spring break destination? That's tough, but I always like to go home because, I don't go home during the semester, so Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, that's where I like to go.
Hey, any ideal spring break would involve me sleeping for almost the entire time, if not the entire time, so I'd probably just go to my room.
Hey guys, I'm Beth from the Newscast. My ideal spring break would be to go home to Kenya for the entire break and possibly cancel school entirely.
Hey, so my ideal spring break would be to go to Disney World. Obviously, happiest place on earth where dreams come true. I couldn't think of a better way to spend my spring break.
What's up, My ideal spring break is what I'm doing this spring break, visiting some family in Florida, getting relaxed, and fishing almost every day.
Hi, it's Alex, and if I can go anywhere for spring break, I would have to pick Cancun, Mexico. I went there for Thanksgiving break, and I loved it. It's my favorite vacation spot, so I would never pass up an opportunity to go back.
Hey, it's Sierra. My ideal spring break destination would be Puerto Rico. I've gone there a bunch of times, and I like it because you have beautiful beaches, you can go swimming in the ocean, but it's not as crowded over spring break like Florida or Bahamas or anything like that.
What's up, Herbie here. My ideal spring break location would be somewhere in Ireland. Not big on the whole tropical location place, but that would really check off a bucket list item.
So what are you doing for spring break?
Traveling to the warm and tropical Pennsylvania, where I will be staying because I have no plans.
I'm going to Myrtle Beach, but right now the
Aw.
weather's looking like the high 60s, so I was hoping it'd be a little warmer by this time of year,
Well,
but I'm excited.
you never know. Weather's usually wrong.
I know.
Hopefully, here's
So
hoping.
hopefully it'll be sunny, and hopefully it'll be in the 70s, because that is what I need after the cold weather we've had this week.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
You should be. I'm jealous. All right. Well, that's all we have for this week's episode of #that. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at #thatQU for the latest updates.
And you can watch every episode at Q30television.com. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.